So why would you do a forage budget? A forage budget is about looking at the supply of pasture you have in a paddock and balancing it with the demand of the stock that are going to go into that paddock over a given period of time. Some of the key aspects of doing a forage budget is how much pasture growth you've got in that paddock, so kilograms per hectare, the period that you want to use that pasture for, the type of animal that's going to be in there. Are they breeders, are they young steers, heifers, weaners, and also the residual, how much feed do you want left at the end of that period. Some of the benefits of doing a forage budget is that you can estimate how much pasture you will use based on the numbers you're putting in that paddock, and then you know what you will have left at the end of it for a given purpose. That purpose might be ensuring end of season ground cover, which is good for infiltration and maintaining good land condition. You may want to burn that paddock, so you want to keep a good body of feed there that will carry a good fire at the end of the dry. Or from a marketing perspective, it's about ensuring that the animals that you put in that paddock have the optimum amount of forage in front of them to ensure they will continue to grow at their optimum rate and turn off as soon as they're ready. Some key things to think about when developing the amount of yield in a paddock is how much of that pasture is actually palatable. Within any given paddock there'll be certain pastures and weeds that are not palatable to livestock, so discount them from your potential yield. Also, there is a level of detachment. Cattle will trample feed as they're eating it, so some is detached and lost that way. And then there is also the potential for further growth over that period. So if you get out of season rain or winter growth, account for that too, so that you're taking into account all those things when looking at how much yield is in a paddock at any point in time for those stock to eat.
One way we can record or estimate the amount of pasture we have in a paddock is to actually cut a quadrat. So we simply use this quadrat, which is a 1/2 metre by 1/2 metre, and we cut everything that's in that quadrat down to about 1 centimetre from the ground. Put it in a paper bag, take it back to the office or back home, and all we do is weigh it, then we dry it, and then we weigh it again. And that gives us a yield for 1/4 of a square metre. And then it's simply a matter of extrapolating up to get a yield on a per hectare basis, dry weight. To get a representative pasture sample from across the whole paddock, we need to cut several quadrats. And that will give us we can average those, and that'll give us a reasonable estimation or record of yield.